On today's episode of Project Car Haven, I play with some little plastic pieces, make a window go up, make a window go down, and finally colour match the interior. Well, a fair amount of progress was made on the Celica in the last episode. The paint magically appeared and was all sanded and polished. All the engine bay hardware was replaced with new fresh zinc coated items. And the back end now looks complete with the tail lights fitted, the bumper and the boot lock. While the progress is still moving fairly quickly, today I think I might move on to things like door seals and chrome trim, also getting the windows back in. Before I refit the front glass, the window tracks need to have any old remnants of grease or now gel scraped out of them and cleaned out effectively, and re-lubricate those tracks. And also the brackets that ride in those tracks require bushes because obviously there are none there. It's like hard plastic bushes here that slide onto those and then ride in the tracks, stop the window slapping around in there. But first of all, cleaning. So I think I'll spray those tracks down with a bit of brake cleaner, use a rag to wipe them out, maybe get a small wire brush in there, try and scrape out any of the larger hard chunks. Well, I've cleaned up the tracks, so next thing I'm going to do is apply some white lithium grease to them. This is just motorcycle chain lube, but white lithium grease. It'll do the job. So next I'm going to fit these little guide bushes onto the end plates. Once I got those bushes in, I realised I'd put them in back to front. I want the square edge to sit in the track, so I quickly pushed them out and flipped them around. Crisis averted. So before fitting the glass, I'm going to refit the door handle, lock and weather strip because it's going to be easier to do it without that in the way. Just making sure with the lock to fit this little gasket first, and for whatever reason this clip is the wrong way in this kit, so I've got to take that off and flip it around. Now we get the door handle fitted. Lockable working doors. Now for the weather strip, sit the chrome on top. I'll polish that later. Little help from a screwdriver, get these pins lined up with the hole. Much easier. Same thing again for the rear window. This seal here is absolutely no good. Should look a bit more like this. So to take this out, there's a screw down the bottom. We've got to undo that, and then we can just knock this straight down out of this channel. Now this is quite a tight fit, so I'm just going to use a flat bladed screwdriver to widen this up a little bit. Put some WD-40 along this edge of the seal to help it slide in a bit easier. Well, while I'm in here, I'm going to add the new door seal here before I put the window seal in. Now I'm going to add the channel the window seal sits in. Add in some chrome I bought secondhand online to bring this back up to a nicer standard. Now that that's all in, can add in the window seal. Had to make some holes in the end here because there were none, so they can mount to the body with a couple of clips. Let's try to have a win and get this glass in. Well, the glass is filthy because I've had to manhandle it a bit and hands get covered in grease, so they'll need a clean. But I think there's like one more piece left. Just add the sail panels back on and that'll be the side finished. I think we'll get the chrome bright work on first. So other than the wheels, which I'm not going to fit just now, I think the last thing left is to get the wipers sorted out, and they require some standoffs, of which I have one. They're a bit hard to locate, so I'm going to attempt to make my own using a piece of HDPE, or high density polyethylene, hole saw, and see how I go with that. One day I might even get myself a proper workshop, but for now I just have to work with what I have. I went and bought this drill press just specifically for this job. I always do enjoy picking up brand new tools to perform tasks I haven't done before, because you never know, might come in quite handy. Well, now I've got the HDPE clamped down. I've got a piece of wood underneath to prevent the drill bit actually getting to the table. And my plan is to do the outer cut halfway down first, then change over to the inner size diameter, cut that, so then there's a channel for the larger one to do the final cut all the way through, and hopefully get the piece out with the correct thickness that I need. YouTube magic. Okay, they're done. Now it's a matter of trying to cut them to a gradient so they're more like this. Now ideally a bench mounted belt sander would be perfect. I don't have one of those, so I've got to figure out a way to sort of sand or grind these on an angle, compare to this, make sure I get the heights right. I'll be back once I've figured that out and got it done.
Later.
Alright, so I got one of them cut down, and I figured seeing as I've got this, I'll use it anyway. It's definitely not because I stuffed one up and can't be bothered making another one. Oh, I've made a bit of a mess now, but I tested the washer nozzle, that works, the wipers work, new blades on there, so that's all that part done. Now just got to add these vents back in, and I think that is the last exterior piece, other than the wheels and badges, that needs to be put back on. Right, moving right on from that, straight onto interior pieces. I've kind of got to do this quickly because I feel like it might rain soon. I'm not actually painting them. I mean, I am, except I'm using a vinyl and fabric paint. Now what this is supposed to do is actually become embedded into the plastic, become part of it, rather than a layer on top that'll just scratch off. That's especially important for things like the door handles that get a lot of wear due to being handled. You don't really want paint getting scraped off of them. Well, I'm on a bit of a roll, so what I'm going to do is also spray the sun visors. These aren't like a factory coating. Normally they're thin vinyl, but they're not terribly made. So I'm just going to use the fabric dye to try and make them look a bit nicer. If any of you out there know of where I can find some factory ones, let me know, because I'd consider replacing them for something more factory. Well, I'm not sure what the runtime of this episode will be, but I've got to cut it off somewhere because I'm at the point where I'm transitioning to moving to working on the interior. let those parts dry off. They'll be ready to put in, but not straight away because they have many other things to fabricate. I have to look at what's underneath that dash cover. I'm not looking forward to that. And sort out a few more things before I think about installing the carpet. Everything needs to go in a certain order. So I guess we'll leave this one here. I've got to make a game plan, and I'll see you in the next one.